Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Stuck in Beta. I'm Greg.
Hey, Greg.
You know, I was thinking that it was kind of sexist that you assume that there's only men listening to our show.
I mean it as a unisex type of way,
Okay.
not as a... You know what I mean. Come on, don't get hurt.
I need a safe space.
You need a safe space.
Trigger words.
So, Josh and Josh, we always start usually with a beer. So, what do we got here?
I haven't really looked at this one. So you just pulled this one out of your fridge. It looks like it's from Missouri.
Kansas City.
Okay, Crane Brewing. Orange Ghost. Ghost style ale. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
I don't know if it's Ghost or Goss or... I mean, there's an E at the end.
Brewed with salt and orange zest. Dry hopped.
But this is a sour, right?
That's what Greg says.
I don't know that all...
It's an ancient sour and saline tasting ale made from more than half malted wheat and the rest malted barley.
Are you guys fans of sours?
No, not really.
No.
Yeah,
me
so
either.
that's why I brought this out.
To punish us?
Yeah.
Punishment.
I just want to go on record to say I'm really nervous about handling this big bottle because it's
Yes.
very slippery. I've already dropped it once.
If you were watching our 45-minute pre-show entry, you witnessed Josh throw this across the counter and nearly doused the laptop in opened beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really nervous right now.
Yeah. So, it's got the clear look, or clear. It's got a nice amber yellow straw color.
So did you do
That's like
voiceovers for Angry Pigs movie?
I
Or
did.
the Angry Birds movie?
I did.
Okay.
All right, so I've had a couple sours, and I always think that they smell like vomit.
Yes. Remember we were at what was that brewery or that beer event that we went to at Vendeset that
Yeah.
we were walking around and
Yeah.
I found one of you and I said, I think somebody puked all over the place. And it wasn't. Somebody had a sour beer and it smelled just like vomit.
it was bad.
Awful.
Yeah.
This one smells not great, but it doesn't smell that bad.
I don't think of vomit when I smell this.
No, I agree. It's pretty low key.
Dirty feet.
So it's a what's that beer that I said smells tastes like French feet.
Oh, that's really sour.
Okay.
Dear God.
Yeah.
It's sour,
Well,
yeah.
if we didn't smell vomit before.
Wow.
It's sour, but I don't think this
That's
is one
like
of the...
Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah, but I really don't think this is... like, you know how a lot of the sours, you're just like, oh, how could anyone drink this? I don't know. This one, I don't find it that bad. I mean, yeah, it's sour, but...
If you like Sour Patch Kids, you would I mean, you could tolerate this. Easily tolerate this.
You took the words out of my mouth when you said, I don't know how anybody can drink this, because that's exactly what I was going to say. I don't know how anybody can drink this. This is bad. This is like the... I don't understand how people like the sours, that variety of beer at all.
Take another hit of it. It's not as bad. I don't think it's as bad the second time.
I really don't find it so bad.
Oh, it gets me like right here.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't like that at all.
Made in Mill had was it a lemon Goss a couple weeks ago?
Is it Goss or Ghost or Goose?
Have Google, have
I don't
what's her
know.
butt pronounce it. But it was really tame on the sour side. And man, it was good. This is pretty dang sour.
So they call it an extremely refreshing beverage.
I could see the argument for classifying it as that.
Here's a pronunciation. Okay.
I don't think you have the audio plugged into the...
I do have the audio. Oh, I turned it down. Hold on. I don't think he's gotten to it anyway. Apparently, it's...
People say it's goes.
Goes.
It's actually goza.
What?
Goza.
Man, it's like he could hear me.
That was weird.
Wow.
So,
it was like
Goza.
he was in the room.
Kind of like Ghostbusters, the villain. Gozer?
Yeah, just like it.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, this is okay. I think I could not drink that entire. What is that? 250 milliliter. That's a huge bottle.
It's big.
It's a big bomber.
Did you give $12 for this? Is that what the?
I think that was
$11.99.
$48.50.
You got ripped off.
Next, he's going to ask us each for $15.
No,
That's what he's going to do.
Yeah, actually, this is the dry hop blend of this. So
Right.
that was like a specialty blend of that.
I don't see any information as far as alcohol volume or anything like that.
You
on
can,
here.
like, I don't know. For me, I could tell that it was done well. I know it's a sour, and I know it's probably not any of our things. You know, for me, it's just kind of like a really tart lemonade or something.
Yes.
But
yes.
But I really, this seems well made, even though it's sour, really sour.
Oh man.
If you're watching our live stream, you are partaking in some awesome facial
Yeah.
expressions.
I don't like sour stuff at all. I mean,
I'm not a fan of Sour Patch Kids at all.
yeah,
I can't not do that.
My kids they love that stuff.
Yeah.
They'll eat the sour Skittles and all that stuff. I can't do it.
I don't mind. I mean, this is when they say refreshing, borderline maybe, but it's not. I mean, it's not vomit-inducing or vomit-smelling.
No, not at all.
I could drink this. I mean, I can't drink the whole
Well, there's
bottle,
plenty here.
but I could split the bottle with you easily.
Okay.
Here you go, guys.
But we have more things to drink,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's true.
You wanna let us in on what you got for us?
Well, I think Josh has a story here. What your kids have some gerbils.
Well,
And,
yeah, we were putting together like things we wanted to talk about, and I just thought this one, a couple of gerbil stories. I don't know, it's something you don't really hear too much about, other than yeah, I know where your minds
you
were
have more
going.
than one gerbil story?
Did the gerbil
Yeah.
get stuck somewhere?
Yeah, I knew exactly where you guys were going as soon as I mentioned that. But yeah, so my middle son, he's 13. He has a couple gerbils that he bought himself, and he bought a cage for them and all that. And so it was a couple months ago. We went to the pet store to get these gerbils, and as soon as we walked in, I asked the lady if they had any gerbils, and she said, well, she was kind of joking. She's like, well, if you buy one, you have to buy two because that's all we have, and they're like really they're close. They play together, they cuddle up and sleep together, and all that. And I'm like,
Buy
oh,
one,
great.
get one free.
Well, so he went in with the expectation. I don't know where he got the number from, but he thought it was going to be $14, and it ended up being $7. So he's like, well, I'll just go ahead. Can I get both of them? And I'm like, oh man, it's just sounds like a bad idea. But we went back and looked at them, and they were like all like nuzzled up together, and they were sleeping. And
So you're now a gerbil breeder, is what you're getting ready to
I'm
say.
getting there. So we got the two, and they've been decent pets. One of them, so he named them both. He assumed that one was a boy and one was a girl. He named the boy Tank and the girl Ellie, and so the one that we call the boy, the gray one, he's real. He's playful. He'll come and play around with you. The other one's real timid, skittish. So I don't know. Earlier this week, he says, "Dad, come here." That's what I hear from his bedroom. So I walk down the hall. I look in, and he's sitting in a chair facing his gerbil cage. He's just sitting there watching, and I'm like, "What?" And I'm looking in, and I don't see anything. They're just kind of running around. He's like, "No, just watch." So they're running around, kind of chasing each other. All of a sudden, they stop and start going at it.
Oh,
By going at it, you mean doing the deed.
I mean, yeah, they were mating.
making gerbil babies.
Mating.
So
Making love.
they did this over and over and over again. Each time it looked like the girl. So he's like, I knew it. That was a boy and that one's a girl.
Did you queue up some Barry White so they,
Did you have the talk at this time? Did you have to explain?
I don't think I needed to have a talk. So then I go back and I'm like doing some research. I wonder what gerbils, how many they have. So my wife's freaking out. She's like, oh my God, we're going to have all these babies. Well, they have like 1 to 9
Oh, yeah.
babies. And the gestation period is only 19 days. And they can reproduce every 30 days.
Oh my gosh.
So you are going to be selling gerbils.
The lady at the pet store said that she would buy them back. But,
No kidding.
Yeah. But, so I do that the first time. Is she going to buy 9 more in 30 days? So these things,
So
the first 2 months, they were just like, they didn't do anything. Now they're just like,
How much?
Wow.
How much is she gonna give you per
I don't know.
gerbil baby?
I don't know. I'm maybe a couple bucks. I don't know. But he's already like, I want to keep one. I want to keep.
Don't you have to separate them too? Because won't they eat their babies?
They will if they find out that she isn't producing enough milk, or if one's like struggling, not.
It's nature.
Healthy.
Leave them in there.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're gonna do, I guess. I don't know. So that lasted like a day or day and a half, and then they haven't done anything like that. They just still run around and play together and cuddle up with each other or whatever. But they haven't been doing that anymore. That only lasted like a day.
How long ago was this?
So
What day are we in gestation?
yeah,
on?
I think we're in day 4 or 5 right now. And Lori's like, so it's like August 23rd or 24th. She's expecting
the due date.
Yeah, the due date. So it's kind of weird. So that happened like on one day, and then 2 days later, we get home and we were all gone, and the boys were there, and they had they'd been playing with them earlier in the morning, and we were all gone, and Lori and I come home in the evening, and we let our dog out, and our dog's like going crazy. She's like sniffing around and going everywhere, like up and down the hallway and everything. She doesn't usually act like that whenever we get home. And so Lori's like, she's chasing something. Something's in the house. She goes down the hall, looks in the boys' room, and the gerbil cage door is wide open, and both of them are gone.
Oh no!
So she's like panicking. They're in the house somewhere, afraid the dog's gonna find them and want to play with them or whatever. We found
Dog wouldn't smacking his lips, going nom.
no.
Yeah.
We find one down at the bottom, or no, it was like 2 steps down the stairs, and he was just looking at us. That was the boy Tank. He got like really far away from the cage. And then we're looking all over the place, and she's like panicking, thinking, "Oh my God, this thing's gonna it's loose, and it's gonna have these babies in our house. And we're gonna have all these
running
babies."
all over.
Oh my God,
It's gonna smell real good.
yeah. So luckily, the girl, she was only a couple feet away from the cage, and we were able to corral both of them and get them back in there. But yeah, that's my gerbil stories.
Does he have a problem with them keeping him up at night? I had a hamster whenever I was grade school or something, and they're nocturnal animals.
He did research on them and found that hamsters are nocturnal, but gerbils are not.
Really?
Yeah, they sleep all night. They do really well.
Huh.
They're kind of neat. They're kind of a neat animal.
Huh. I had that same thing when
Well, you're going to have about 10 more of them.
Yeah, I know.
when I had a hedgehog. Same thing. Always playing at night.
Yeah, they're nocturnal too.
Nocturnal.
So, yeah, that was our excitement from the gerbil front.
It's funny every time I see you take a drink of that, one of your eyes closes. And
It's
you
sour,
get a
but
squint.
I don't mind it.
All right. Hey, what?
Hey, guys.
Hey, guys. Hey, so I don't know if you guys remember the old magazine Nintendo Power. Did either one of you
Yes.
subscribe?
I
was a
did.
subscriber.
I had the little thin magazine, and then it turned into like a thicker.
Yeah, it was like Nintendo Fun Club,
Oh
and
yeah.
then it became Nintendo Power. Well, it's kind of a good story / sad story because archive.org, they usually they archive the internet, so there's a lot of old websites and stuff. You can go look up what Coca-Cola's website looked back in '96 or something like that. Well, they had every issue of Nintendo Power up, and you could flip through them just like regular magazine. It's pretty awesome. Well, since I put this in our little show notes or whatever to talk about, they've taken them down.
Really?
Yeah. So Nintendo, I guess, gave them like it's one of those things. They gotta exercise your copyright or it's worthless, something like that.
So more or less a cease and desist. Thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but you could still find issue 1 up there. So I was actually looking at that. I found that pretty interesting. I should have pulled this up before we.
So is this the thicker like I don't know what they were, like 50 page or 100 page or something like that?
Yeah, the first issue actually was about Super Mario 2, and I was gonna get to
The worst of the Mario games.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, in Japan, it actually was a different. They reskinned the game for the U.S.
I've played that game somewhere. I don't know if you had the emulator version of it or something, but I've played that.
The Japanese version?
version of it.
Yeah, And the Japanese, it is really, so Super Mario 2 in Japan was exactly like the first Super Mario Brothers, and it's insanely hard too.
Yeah.
But I was looking through here.
Double Dragon, man, that was an awesome game.
Yeah, so I'm flipping through here. I wanted to, let's see.
Oh,
if I,
Jesus. Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, I want to get
Trivia?
no, I
Yeah.
just want to see if you can get.
Man, you all complained about my Olympic
No,
trivia.
So they always had a top 30 or whatever games every month, and this is in July, August 1988. So
How old were you, Josh?
I was 10.
Okay.
No, I was 9. I had not turned 10
I
yet.
has not turned.
I
10
has
yet.
not turned 10.
I had just turned 11.
I was 11 as well.
So, can either one of you guess any of these top 10 in summer of 1988?
I didn't have a Nintendo.
Yeah, I didn't either. I don't think I got mine until.
You had the magazine though?
Well, I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Liar.
Yeah, I don't know. I've lost track now. So summer of '88.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Tecmo.
Super Mario Brothers. Has got to be on
Yeah.
there.
Super Mario Brothers is there. It's number 4.
Okay. I would say Zelda.
Yep.
Zelda's number 1.
Metroid.
Metroid's number 3.
There's got to be a sports like Tecmo or something like that.
Yeah, RBI baseball. Or
No.
I'm trying to think which one.
I don't
maybe
see
came-
RBI yet.
Bases loaded. No, RBI
No.
was first.
There is.
These
So,
trivia segments suck.
so I'll just
Contra? I don't know.
I'll just run down the list here.
Punch
us a hint.
Out.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
he's already looking.
Sorry.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out,
Oh,
number
yeah.
2. So Zelda number 1, Punch Out number 2, Metroid 3, Super Mario Brothers at 4. Kid, would you say Icarus or Icarus? I never.
Icarus.
Okay.
Icarus. Yep.
That's number 5, RC Pro Am. Remember that? The radio
Oh,
show
yeah,
those
that's good.
cars?
I like that
That's
game.
number 6. Ice Hockey at number 7.
Nice generic title.
Yeah, I know. That's where you could choose either the fat, the skinny, or
Yep.
the medium.
Before
Right.
before the licensing of NHLPA and
Right, exactly. You got Rad Racer at number 8, which I like that game, but I was horrible at. Number 9 was Top Gun, and number 10 was Double Dribble.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a...
Have you guys seen? There's a YouTube video out there of people playing Punch Out, like at competitions, and they're blindfolded. They've memorized like the keystrokes and stuff of Punch Out, and they can play the game blindfolded and win the entire game in like 7 minutes.
That's pretty...
Oh, really?
It's pretty crazy.
It's crazy.
Because I know from playing that, you always got to look for a signal from,
Right.
like...
Sound or
the jewel in the
Right.
one guy's head,
right.
or the
But that
guy
always made
winking.
it always made a sound. So these guys
I never really realized
they
that.
were playing blindfolded, and it was unbelievable.
Wow. Huh. That's crazy. That was probably Mike Tyson's Punch Out was probably one of my favorite games.
When you went over to somebody's house to play Nintendo, it was either Mario Brothers or Punch Out.
Yeah.
That was me.
I agree. Yeah, and I didn't have one, and I had friends who had the Nintendo, and that was the two games that everybody had.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder if the console came with. Well, I know it came with Mario Brothers, right?
Right. I don't think it came with Mike Tyson.
No, it didn't. You had... Because, Mario Brothers, well, it depended on when you got it, because if you got it way back, it came with... What was it? Like Gyromite?
Gyromite,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder what the price of a game was.
I was just going to ask that. I think they were. He probably knows. They were pretty high. They were like
They were
40
probably
or
at least
$50.
$50.
Yeah.
I remember
bet.
Sega being $40 or $50, but I don't remember Nintendo.
I think I must have gotten mine a little bit later. It might have been. It must have been after '88.
I think I went straight to Super Nintendo. I don't think I had an NES.
Oh,
Mine came with the.
you're one of those.
Mine came with the. I think it was called the Power Pad.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You could do Olympics.
Yep.
Yeah.
On it and like
But-
track and field. And,
But you could cheat by you could use your hands and like,
right. Yeah, we did that.
or you're not really running. You're just tapping your feet really
Right.
fast. But Yeah, I remember that. And then you got to jump over the hurdles
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
And
The
then
basic
Duck
set
Hunt.
retailed for $90.
Wow.
But that was with no game.
one controller or two?
The picture looks like one controller.
Yeah, I remember the action set. I thought that was $100. This says $149.99. And I remember that coming, the with Duck Hunt, Mario, the gun, 2 controllers.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this says on here on the Wikipedia, which can't be trusted, it says $149.99. I don't know. I just kind of remember saving up $100.
And now...
No, you had an interesting story with that, didn't you? Didn't you save up a bunch of money forever, and then you lost your wallet or it
Oh,
got
yeah.
stolen or something?
That was the worst. Okay, so
You begged and pleaded for Nintendo for Christmas, and your
Never
mom
got it.
Yeah,
Mom and Dad never got me a console ever.
Here comes a great
cue the
story.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 minutes later.
That's Jurassic Park. So, what do you mean 20 minutes later?
Come on, tell your story.
So, I had been saving up the money. I probably had about $80 or whatever saved up. And that's with getting an allowance of like $2 a week or something. That's when kids didn't get much money.
Or they actually did work.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that, but I remember cutting the grass. Anyway, so I saved that money. We were moving to a new house, and for some stupid reason, I left my wallet just on the dresser. So I'm sure the movers took it. It was a freaking Mickey Mouse wallet. What kind of jerk steals from a little kid, So anyway, I had to resave the money again. And,
No, I thought you told me your grandpa had felt sorry for you and gave you the money.
No.
That's a better
no.
ending.
That is
No.
a better ending, but no,
They
your
did-
grandpa was like, stupid.
No, they did take me to Venture. I don't know if you remember
I
those
do.
stores.
I remember Venture.
So on Wednesdays they always had Senior Day, and they would save like 10% off. So he did save me $10 off
Oh, okay.
the price, but
Wow.
so there you go. There's
But there's no price on games.
That was a year later.
no. I'm seeing a few. It says like 30 to 45, and then
That's
50
probably about
bucks.
right, don't you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't get allowance, and I didn't have a whole lot of money, and my mom would always buy me the bargain bin games.
Fester's Quest.
Yes, Fester's Quest and Airwolf were the first two games that I got after I got my console, and nobody has ever heard of those games.
I heard of them because you had them.
And I played them because that's all I had.
There's no shame.
Yeah, it's those were the days.
So speaking of the days, don't you have a beverage that you'd like to
I
bring
do.
back
Let me
from the
go.
past?
Let me go grab that. You want to set this up?
So Greg has a couple bottles of Crystal Pepsi, and so Josh, I was looking at Crystal Pepsi. Do you remember Crystal Pepsi?
I do.
They say it's a soft drink. It was produced from 92 to 93. I kind of remember.
I thought it was in the 80s.
I did too. 92 to 93, briefly in December of 2015 in the United States, which I don't. Greg, you probably remember that.
So I actually do remember it. I think we were in junior high. What time? When? What was
Well,
the
92 and 93, but then they said they briefly introduced it in 2015 in the United States, which I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
So
8 months ago.
yeah, they did, but it was like a special. Like they only released like 5,000 bottles of it or something. Because I know a lot of them went on eBay.
They didn't ship one to you.
No,
That's your
no.
1980s.
I didn't.
This
So-
is the 90s.
Yeah, well, that's why.
So anyway, it is Crystal and
It's
I-
Crystal?
Crystal Clear.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember the commercials? It was
Yes.
Van Halen
Yep,
right now.
Right now.
Yeah,
I do not.
yeah. It was the whole.
Can we say that without copyright issues?
As long as we don't
yeah.
play
Here,
it.
here soon.
Okay.
How's that?
Here we go. Listen.
Sounds Crystal.
That was yeah, okay.
So what's the point of it?
It's
Other
didn't-
than it's
it
no
doesn't
color.
have the caramel coloring.
Well, I get that, but what was the significance of having just producing it?
Did Coke come out with one? Did Coke come out
Yes,
with a clear?
they did. They had the brand Tab.
Yeah.
They had Tab Clear, and
Which was first.
it was first. So I remember now. I haven't tried this yet, but I remember at the time trying this when I was a kid because they put on it Crystal Pepsi. So you think, okay, it's just going to be tasting like Pepsi, but it's clear, obviously. But I remember it being a little off. It not really tasting like Pepsi at all. Just
See, I don't remember.
I have no idea. I don't think I've ever tried it, but that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be just like Pepsi.
I remember
without
buying
color.
a bottle out of a gas station, but I do not recall the taste.
I kind of remember. Is that the original logo, or
I
did
don't
it
know
have
that. I don't think that's the original look. Well, maybe it
I don't know.
is.
I think it might be not
lettering?
not the newest Pepsi
Yeah.
logo, but that style
lettering,
Yeah,
like the red, blue, and red line.
I think so.
Let's see. I'm pulling up.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it is pretty close. Except it says clear above Crystal on the old.
Huh.
It smells just like Pepsi.
Smells like Pepsi.
Boy, it does.
Oh, it tastes exactly like Pepsi.
Seems really syrupy.
See, yeah, that's what I think. I think it's just a little bit off. You know,
I don't know.
The mouth feels it seems syrupy. To me.
I don't know. I don't drink a whole lot of soda, and Pepsi is. I mean, Pepsi is hard to find. You don't even see it too often. And no, I mean like when you I don't buy soda at grocery stores, but like if I'm out to dinner somewhere or something, and you don't see Pepsi. You normally see Coke products.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so.
Oh, he disagrees.
Yeah, he does.
Well, it just depends on where you go.
Under his breath, he said, "Idiot."
Well, because actually at my work, they only sell Pepsi products. They got rid of all the Coke, and they only have Pepsi machines, Pepsi soda fountains, etc.
I think it tastes. I mean, from what I remember and know of Pepsi, it tastes exactly like Pepsi to me. And I'm sure it. I don't know. We'd have to compare the nutrition facts, but 69 grams of sugar. That seems really high.
That seems pretty high.
It tastes like Pepsi, but I think there's a little extra sweetness there. And I don't know.
I don't know though, but to me it's kind of. I mean, it's definitely a novelty. When I was a kid, I ate this type of stuff up. I go, Mom, come on, you got to buy me this. Not well. Okay, I still do.
Yeah, I was gonna say. You were sending us pictures of it. In your
right,
cup holder
yeah.
in your car.
Yeah. And like I told you earlier, isn't this great? I have Ecto Cooler and Crystal Pepsi in my fridge at this exact moment. That hasn't happened in,
Yes.
That's
great.
Did those two worlds collide in the past? I don't think so, because the Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Did they really?
Because Ecto Cooler did not. It went through 1997, I believe. Before
Really?
it was discontinued. Well, and then it was named Tanja Green or something like that.
You see, this is why my wife goes and does all the grocery shopping without kids. She insists on having no kids with her because of the story you just told, that you were that annoying little boy who was going, Mom, I gotta have this. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. This is new. I want it.
So? I probably was annoying,
But she probably had to have a coupon to get it, right?
Yeah, she probably did. Yeah, my mom would only buy stuff with a coupon.
So
Coupon.
anyway, hey, this is decent. I like it. It'd be interesting if there was some like plus to it, But I don't
There's
get
none.
it. I don't. I mean,
It's just clear.
other than they took the so why is that?
Less dye. It's good for you.
Yeah, I guess. So why isn't all soda just clear then?
Yeah, because they add that caramel coloring. It's not.
Right.
It doesn't happen normal. They have to add it to get that
Yeah.
color.
So
That's weird.
It's like
Maybe-
caffeine. They have to add the caffeine to
Yeah.
it. So why not leave it out? I mean, they do leave it out for caffeine free, but
Yeah.
does it add? Maybe it adds a little bit of flavor because, to me, it still does feel like it's missing just something.
could be.
I don't know.
I don't know. It even burps the same.
I normally have to drink Pepsi with ice. I drink all my soda. I
Oh,
don't know why,
I
but
ruined
I
it
have
for
to.
you.
I have to put ice in my soda.
I'd like to run this by my mother-in-law, though. She is a Pepsi diehard Pepsi fan. She drinks like a can or two every single day, and she always is shopping for the specials. When the 12 packs go on sale or whatever. So I know she would definitely be able to tell the difference. But not having a Pepsi, and I don't know how long it's been since I've had a Pepsi. I really don't know. But it tastes like Pepsi to me.
Well, they have, so if you go to crystalpepsi.net, they actually have like a little game, kind of like Oregon Trail type. It's in the 8-bit type, 8-bit type graphics, and you have to hunt by going to the grocery store, hitting shopping carts and stuff. What are you looking at and laughing?
So the label says
At the very bottom, it says partially produced with genetic engineering. What
That's
what
kinda
does
scary.
that mean? That's weird.
genetics.
Genetic engineering.
Genetics.
At first I thought it said generic, but then I read it closer.
So maybe they had to find an old can or bottle of Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, is that what they're trying to insinuate?
Yeah, I don't. Hell, I
Eh,
don't know.
Partially produced with genetic engineering.
It takes some DNA from an old 1993.
Yeah,
That's
and-
bizarre.
it is a little bizarre.
Anyway, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying they have an Oregon Trail type game where you're basically going across the country. I don't know what the actual reason is, but you gotta collect Pepsi bottles and Cheetos, and apparently that's all you need to go on a road trip.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or at least Pepsi thinks so.
So you've played the new, speaking of Oregon Trail, they've released the Oregon Trail computer game in board game format, right?
Yes,
And it's apparently extremely hard to find.
yeah. Molly actually found
Who's Molly?
it. That do you say that every time?
Yes, I'm going to say that. every
Okay,
time.
my fiance Molly, she found it at Target. I think it's an Target.
Yeah, it's a Target
exclusive.
exclusive. Yeah, she's apparently really lucky to do that because I know several people that have been searching for it and cannot find it.
There was 2 left. She bought both.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've played it.
Yes.
How was it? I've heard the instructions are pretty confusing.
It's interesting. So it's a card game. So you're making a trail, a literal trail. So you have all these cards with different, like a wiggly line, and you got to connect your trail. Your card has to exactly line up with it. And then some of the cards say, like, draw this card as well. I forget what the name of the card is, but if you draw this other card, it could be good, could be bad. Most of the time, bad. Everything's trying to kill you. So you die of dysentery, you die of snake bites, etc.
Did you make it across the trail or did you die?
No, because in order to make it through, you have to lay out 100 cards.
Holy cow!
Yeah. So you're doing... Oh, I'm sorry, 50 cards. It's 50. Because you're laying out 5 cards, then after you lay out 5 cards, you put them in a stack. Then you connect that 5 more cards, and you put that in a stack. So you're laying out 50 cards, 10 cents a 5, until you make it to Oregon. And I think we came close, but we didn't quite make it. And that was 6 people. That's probably the best we did. We got probably on the 48th card or something before we died.
How long did it take?
I mean, it goes pretty quick.
Does
Man,
it?
I keep bumping this mic. I'm sorry.
I don't hear anything.
I
don't?
don't hear it.
Okay, I'm hearing it in my ear. So
It's not like Monopoly.
it's not like Monopoly, but it's more fun the more people you have.
So what's the maximum people?
I think we had like 6. I think you'd have up to 10 or something.
I played the computer version. My son's in 4th grade. Your son's in 4th grade too,
Going
right,
into
Josh?
going into fifth.
Yeah,
grade,
yeah, going into 5th. And they played it last year. I guess they studied it in 4th grade. That seems to be the year. And he came home all excited about it, and they had a link to it. We played that a couple of different times, and man, you like really tried to strategize,
Yeah.
and choose, how to ration and all that stuff, and we couldn't make it.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
You died.
I think that's really the whole point of the game is to show you how many people died.
I distinctly remember being in Mrs. Ortman's 4th grade class and playing Oregon Trail on 5 1/4 inch floppy drives.
Oh, you played Oregon Trail.
Yeah, Oregon Trail.
Oregon.
That's a different game.
It's from internal organs. But it was on 5 1/4 inch floppies in the computer lab. It was awesome. Oh, we have notes.
Oh, this is Molly. Oh, it was a calamity card that you draw, and that's where you would end up
Get your death sentence.
get your death sentence usually.
Huh. Interesting. So, I know another thing on our list to talk about is back to school shopping. We did, I don't know if this is widely available or not, but we all live in the same area. That online Walmart ordering and you can pick
Oh,
up your
man.
groceries.
You did that
Holy, yeah.
for back to school shopping?
No, just for
okay.
weekly grocery shopping.
Yeah, that's new.
Annette logged in Saturday night, did her grocery shopping. However long I don't think it took her more than 30 minutes. I mean, she had a
Yeah.
list. She did it all online, and they have everything. I mean, everything you buy at Walmart,
That's
groceries,
crazy.
whatever, is online now.
Even alcohol.
Yes, even alcohol.
That's
You
nice.
put it in the list. You pay for it. When you pay, it gives you an option of when you want to pick up. She picked between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. Sunday morning. We were sitting at breakfast at Cracker Barrel Sunday morning at about 8:30. Her phone rings, and it's a person from Walmart saying, hey, we know you placed your order. Can you give us a call about 15 minutes before you think you're going to be here so we can have your order ready so we don't waste any of your time, blah, 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 blah. She said, well, we're going to be there in about 15 minutes, so go ahead and get it ready. So we show up at Walmart like right at 9 o'clock, right at the beginning of our window. When you pull into one of their designated online shopping
Like,
spots,
yeah,
it's on the
pickup
side of the
spots.
store, yeah. They're all numbered, and they have phone numbers on them. You call the phone number, and you say, hi, my name is so-and-so. I have an order for pickup. We're in spot number 3. About 5 minutes later, this dude walks out with a little, like, wagon behind him with, like, blue Rubbermaid totes with all your groceries in them. He shows up to the car, says, hi, I've got your order, hands you a little, like, I don't know, smartphone device. It's got all your order on it. You verify you're getting what you ordered. You sign, and he says, okay, I'll load them up in your car for you.
Wow.
He loaded them up in my truck, handed me 2 bags, handed me a bag of eggs and handed me a bag of bread and said, these are fragile items. I don't want them to get damaged. Here you go. We were out of there in 5 minutes.
Wow.
That's pretty nice.
And it was free of charge.
So I'm wondering, do you think that 15-minute, like when you call them, is that when they immediately start your shopping?
No.
Or do they have like big walk-in coolers that they
Yes.
put all their stuff in?
They do, because everything we got, whether it was we had like deodorant, we had normal like regular items as well as food.
Oh, okay.
Everything was cold.
Oh, okay.
So I think they shop the night before when you order, between the time you order and the time you pick up, and then they go put it in the refrigerator.
So I guess, well, like frozen stuff, I'm assuming. they
Yeah,
have
I
a
would say
different-
it would still be frozen.
Okay.
Because everything was cold.
Yeah, because I don't want them to shop, have your stuff just
Right.
sitting
No,
there.
right.
And,
And the guy next to me had like 6 cases of beer. So I know they do alcohol.
Wow.
Yeah.
and that's is that all he had?
No, I don't know what else he had, but he had at least 6 cases of beer.
That would be good for anyone like elderly
Sure.
people,
Well,
with
when we had
handicap and
when we had Cade, we didn't want to get him out in his wheelchair out of the
Right.
van. We just pull in and do that.
yeah, that really will help some. I mean,
Well-
a lot of people that can.
When it's snowing out or cold, and you don't want to get out of your car and go into Walmart.
I'll tell you what, though, even to take it a step further, whenever I saw that, and I was like really shocked that they offered that service, but I thought, and I know some stores do this. I think maybe like Deerbergs or something, but it may be like in the city that they'll actually deliver it to your house, or maybe
Yeah.
it's
I've heard that too.
maybe it's an outside service that they contract with. I don't know how it works.
Now I remember years ago, Schnucks, the grocery store in town.
Yeah, they did.
They started doing that, and they would shop for you and hold it at the customer service desk.
I don't think they ever did it at our particular Schnucks.
I don't remember.
the one down here, but
they would hold. They wouldn't bring it out. They would hold it at the. You would have to go in to the customer service desk and give them your name and pick up your groceries.
Sam's Club does that. I mean, if
Really?
you could do all your shopping. They have a cart full of stuff. You just come and pick it up.
Yeah, but I mean, this dude brought it out. We were in Walmart maybe 7 minutes
In the parking lot.
in the parking lot.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I guess they'll. I wonder if they're just testing it or if it's actually rolled out to all.
No, well, I don't know if it's rolled out to all, but I mean, I think we have it.
There's
permanent.
only 2 in the St. Louis area. I
Really?
believe, yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
I think if I remember correctly, it was O'Fallon and this one.
He said, I asked him, I said, how busy are you? And he said they have on average 40 orders a day.
And that doesn't seem like that many.
Can I say something controversial?
About Walmart?
No, not really about Walmart. About the area that we live in.
Lazy rednecks?
Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot. So I don't know about. Did you say O'Fallon, Illinois, or Missouri?
Well, you kind of showed yourself by saying, I was at the Cracker Barrel and we had to go to the Walmart.
No, I didn't say it was controversial. He's saying it's controversial. Hey, Cracker Barrel has good breakfast and good coffee. They have awesome pecan pancakes.
This Walmart down here has got to be one of the most over. Those little motorized buggies are always in use.
Have you been to the
By big
Walmart on
people.
Lindbergh in South County?
Oh yeah, that one's pretty bad.
You
The
talk
Telegraph,
about
the Telegraph one
yeah,
is the
not
worst.
Lindbergh, but
Yeah,
Telegraph.
You're right. You're right.
That is a scary Walmart.
Yeah, you're right.
That one just got redone, and they remodeled that whole thing. A few years ago, and immediately after it was redone, it turned to the same crap hole that it is.
Really?
And this has been your Walmart update.
We need a wedding update. Any wedding update?
I guess we lost our Walmart
Sponsorship.
sponsorship.
Damn it.
Oh man.
Any wedding update? Did you sign
Uh,
any contracts this week?
we have not signed any contracts. Actually, Molly, I think she is part of this. Hey, do we have anything going on? Maybe she'll answer this. Hey, we have 4 people watching now. That includes us 2, so 2
No, Josh
people.
didn't watch
I'm not
it.
watching.
Oh, so we actually have 3 people.
Yeah, so if you have a message, send us a message in the chat room on YouTube. and We'll,
Yeah.
We'll
Um,
bring it up.
Yeah,
What's our time?
we are probably about
45 minutes in
40,
right now.
Yeah.
So we need to be...
So Greg, you went and saw Suicide Squad.
Okay, very quickly. Okay, Suicide Squad is getting the worst reviews ever. If you look, Rotten Tomatoes and all that. Rotten Tomatoes, just if you don't know, they take the reviews of, anything out on the internet, and they combine them all to come up with a score. And I think the score is in the 30 something or whatever, which is really low for a. You want to be above 70 for a pretty good score. Anyway, I've been really excited, looking forward to this movie. Then I saw that, I'm like, oh no. But I actually really enjoyed this movie, so I think I must be crazy, or maybe they made a movie tailored for me only. But Molly actually enjoyed it as well, so we did see it in the 5-star lounge, which has the recliners and the waiters coming out and giving you all the, the food and all that. So maybe
Atmosphere is everything.
it
Sure.
may have helped the experience, but I don't know. I really liked it. I think what
Nothing.
I'm a big fan of
Food.
all the
Recliners.
I'm talking about the movie, all the villains in the movie. I really, Harley Quinn, obviously. It's Margot Robbie. Come on. I'm a
Hey.
fan.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. She used a body double in that, I heard.
In Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Really?
On
That's-
the
we
on
saw
the nude scenes.
We saw that movie at the 5-star lounge.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I think, doesn't that hold the record for the most F-bombs in a movie?
Uh,
I have no idea.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
the amount.
that is pretty bad.
But
good movie.
it is a good movie, though, besides that. Anyway, your Greg review this week, I give Suicide Squad like a A.
Whoa.
I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. I actually think Jared Leto does a good job with Joker. It's a different take. Yeah, Heath Ledger is an awesome Joker, but Jared Leto does his own thing. It's totally different.
I think you like Jared Leto because it's rumored he is very well endowed.
Okay,
What does that have to do with his
that has
character?
nothing to do
considering
with... You know
considering
what?
his comment before the show about
Let's see it.
no, it wasn't.
is
Let's
it?
see it.
So,
it's all the we're
compare
all the
size.
we're all yeah. Let's compare our size or something like that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, see, totally threw him off his game.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, I was going to say, this is the most sexual type Joker because he's very, like... I mean, he's got a girlfriend, or he's got Harley Quinn. You see their kind of relationship, which is all kind of screwy and all that. And it's a different take, but I actually like it. I like it, so
Is it?
give it a chance.
Did you like Ghostbusters?
I like this better than Ghostbusters. I like this better than Batman vs Superman.
Did you like Ghostbusters though?
I thought it was okay.
Okay.
Was Suicide Squad PG-13?
It is,
Yeah.
yes.
So you think it's pretty kid friendly? It's not like as dark and
Yeah, it's kid friendly. I mean, your kids watch Walking Dead. There's nothing
yeah.
It's
any
not-
different than.
It's not like Sausage Party, right?
Yeah, that looks a little.
Jackson saw a commercial for that the other day. He's like, "I want to see that movie." I'm like, "No, we're
No,
not
you're
going to
not.
see that movie."
Yeah, that's a little raunchy. There's two guys suing the movie company that produced.
Yeah, I just read that the Joker wasn't in the movie that much, so they're suing.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
suing the production house. Yeah.
That's just. Yeah, they're not gonna get anywhere with that. They'll throw that out. So, what else we got?
In other entertainment news, I just
I'm here for your
gotta-
entertainment news.
Yeah, gotta pull out the I don't know. Would you call it a pervert card or what?
Sure.
So guilty pleasure. When it comes to music, I'm
Just-
more of a
The Orlando Bloom naked photos online.
no. When it comes to music, I'm more of a like a 90s any kind of alternative music, rock music.
Then you could drink Crystal Pepsi too.
Yeah, exactly. But guilty pleasure is long time been Britney Spears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, she's got a new video out.
You know these people can't see it, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and
But,
you can't-
well, that's not it. But
I see
That's
butts
Taylor
and something.
Swift. Are you watching? You're over there watching Taylor Swift videos.
No, I don't even know why that came
Yeah,
up.
that's Taylor Swift.
Yeah, you're right. But
Shake
it's
it
supposed
off.
to be Britney Spears. Let's see. It's called "Make Me," and my wife told me about it. She said, "Hey, there's a new Britney Spears got a new song on. It's not very good."
You're like, I already know that.
No, I didn't know. She listens, and anytime the kids are in the car, she's listening to whatever.
Top 40.
I don't know. Yeah, pop stuff. And I don't ever hear the new stuff, but she said that this was on, and I'm like, oh, okay. I checked YouTube, and of course there's a video. Anytime there's a song released now, a video is like immediate. And I pulled it up, and man, she has taken really good care of herself. I'll leave it at that.
I think when she had her crazy phase, she wasn't really taking care of herself that well.
When she married Jason Alexander.
Jason Alexander for what? That was like what? 12
What?
hours. Not Jason Alexander. You're thinking.
Oh, not the Seinfeld guy.
But
That
it
was
was a
his
guy
name.
named Jason Alexander, yeah. But it was like 12. It was like a 12-hour.
12
marriage.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, when she shaved her head and
Yeah.
stuff, I don't know that she was taking care of herself. But no, you're right. Since she's had her show in Vegas recently,
Oh, didn't you go to the show?
no,
Or you were going to?
Oh,
No.
man.
I was hoping to run into her at the pool at the Wynn.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
but no.
So we're
got our
on the
own
same
private
page
pool.
here. We had a pre-production party.
Yeah,
Of Britney
I'm
video.
watching the Britney video.
All I
Yeah.
could see is like everything looks kind of shadowy to me. So
Yeah,
it looks
there's-
like a bunch
there's
of
a
shadow
couple-
dancers.
We'll have to cast it later to the
Yeah.
big screen.
Okay.
There's a couple shots where she likes to show off her assets.
Yeah, I mean we pulled her up. She's 34 now. I mean,
Favorite age, by the way.
yeah. Anyway, that's all I got on that.
All right then.
Way to take the show to a weird place.
Yeah. What?
That's what I do.
Before we're probably about the time where we should be wrapping up, but I saw you wrote this. I didn't hear this story about City Museum and a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
What'd you sprain your ankle there?
So I had a 4-day weekend. We
Explain
took the
the
kids.
City Museum first of all.
City Museum is
Because
awesome.
we have so many listeners outside of the St. Louis region.
Well, Josh, you said you had somebody
Yeah, New
from
Mexico.
New Mexico.
Say hi to Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mike.
If Mike is not familiar with City Museum and he's in St. Louis again, he needs to check it out. It's one of my favorite places in St. Louis, and I haven't been there in like, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 years. It is awesome. I mean, there's so much you can do. It's so interactive. You can climb around on things.
Eclectic collection.
On Molly and I, our first official date, that's where we went.
Yeah, you've been there several times.
Yeah.
We've never been there at the same time, though.
Yeah,
I
I
was gonna
think
say together.
You're going to say together?
one of Mike's boys, his birthday party was there.
Oh,
I think I was there.
yeah. You're right. I'm sorry, I forgot that time we were there together.
Why
But
did
anyway,
you say it like
hey,
that?
Because we were just joking about. I was going to say together.
He doesn't listen.
Together.
It's a great place. It's $12 to enter. It's very like eccentric, artsy. It's all kinds of just
Caves and
like caves that they've created through.
Caves, slides, tunnels,
It's-
ladders.
It's really cool. But then there's also like other things. I saw people. I was amazed. I saw like every age from like probably like 5 or 6 crawling through those cage like structures.
Some of those are really small though. Like
they're really
I can't get through some of them.
and they connect, and they're probably, what would you say, a good 3 or 4 stories above the ground.
Oh yeah. Or
And-
there'll be like a hole in the floor you
Oh
climb
yeah,
into. Yeah.
And then I saw couples that were probably in their 60s going through some of that stuff, and they were doing really well with it. So it's, I mean, all ages they can find something to do there. But so we took the kids there, and I mean, it's like if you're not careful, it's extremely dangerous there. I mean, you could take, you could slip and not grab, and you can just like slide down one of those things. I mean,
Oh yeah.
there's no like
Everything's
protection.
sharp.
Yeah.
Did
And
you sign a waiver? I don't remember.
No.
And so we were only there for like 15 minutes, and I'm walking around, and I was back by that like cave area where it's not very well lit, and it's all like concrete, molded, I guess. I don't know what you call it, but it's made to look like kind of a cave. And the floor had like a unevenness to it. And I turned the wrong way, and my foot like stuck, and I just rolled right over my ankle.
Oh, jeez.
And man, I went down like a sack of potatoes, both knees, and I'm like, my boys are standing right there, and I'm like, oh God, I'm like in agony, and I'm like just paranoid that I like broke something, and I'm like, I stand up, and I'm able to get weight on it, and I just kind of walked around for a little bit, and they're like, Dad, are you okay? Okay. And I'm walking around, and I'm like walking it off, and I'm just aggravated that it happened like with something so, I mean,
Right, minor.
Yeah, I wasn't even on any. I wasn't going through any
Yeah.
tunnel or doing anything. I just got hurt just like over my own 2 feet. But so then later that day, I went through the whole day. We were there for like 3 hours. Went out to lunch, and I get home that night, took off my socks and shoes, and then my ankle just like swelled up like twice its size. Oh man, now I got a wrap on it now, but it's like it's starting to turn that like black and.
Are you
blue
limping
color.
around?
I was yesterday, but I had it up and had ice on it, but it's just minor. But gosh, it was like,
Man.
just one of those frustrating little things. You just never know when something like that's going to happen, I guess.
Yeah.
But the City Museum is awesome.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
been in years, but
It's
yeah,
a cool
awesome.
place. Like they used to do, I don't know if they still do, used to be Friday or Saturday nights. They would turn off the lights and they give you a little flashlight, and you'd walk through with a flashlight the whole place. And that was always pretty fun. I mean, they wouldn't turn it out. It wouldn't be pitch black, but it'd be enough where you, in the tunnels and stuff, you would need a flashlight to see. It was a little mini keychain flashlight, but it was still pretty cool.
Didn't they have the largest pair of underwear there?
Yeah, they still do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have beer there, so
They do. They have a lot of neat little places you can eat and drink. And then Friday and Saturday nights after 5, it's $10. And I think they're open like until midnight or 1 a.m.
well, maybe we'll get sponsored by them.
It's a great place. I'd
Yeah.
love to.
So, hey, so I was going to say, let me flip this over.
We didn't try the Ecto Cooler again.
And we haven't mentioned the Olympics.
Yeah,
No
but,
Olympic talk.
but we're really getting towards we're running out of time here. Yeah, we're really running out of time. I mean, we could make this a 2-hour show, but that's going to be a little much.
Easily.
So anyway, I was going to say, hey,
Why are you yelling?
Anyway, I was going to say. So everyone, you can now find us on iTunes, the Google Play, their little get the Google Play app if you have Android, and you could get it through that. Stitcher, pretty much any of the podcast addict. There's so many different ways. Just search for the Stuck in Beta. That's the name of our show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
For now, until we have
and-
to change it again.
And obviously, we're gonna keep putting this video up on YouTube. We're gonna be live. Try and do every Wednesday. We'll see how much you're able to. Don't you have a lot of stuff on Wednesday nights coming up?
Me?
Didn't you say you got?
I have board meeting. It depends on if I have to go to my work board meetings or not.
So anyway, we're gonna try and do this every Wednesday around 4 or 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. Sound good, guys?
I'm good with that.
Sure.
Yeah. And you can always find us youtube.com/beer30tv. And if you want to watch us live at that time, same thing, youtube.com/beer30tv/live.
Or just subscribe to the YouTube channel and it'll notify me.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely subscribe. And you could, like I said, you watch us on or listen on iTunes or all the rest. Or if you really want to watch us, we're not really doing much, but if you want to watch us, we'll have the shows up on YouTube as well.
It's a good show, guys.
So I think
Sure.
It's been fun.
it's been fun. Let's get out of here.
See ya.
Got the wrong song. there's my outro music.
You need a little
Just
little
rename
notes
them.
there.
In, out.
I clicked the right one.
No bullshit.
So just when we record the post-show shenanigans, as Josh takes a big yawn,
Yeah.
tired,
am
wore out,
tired.
exhausted.
I haven't sat down for more than 20 minutes.
A lot of work put on this show.